We want to give hope to these children that they have a future. They can become they can become professors. Okay? They can become medical doctors. They can become engineers. If I didn't go to school, my mother, who did not go to school, sent me to school. This is why I can confidently stand here and talk to you without a written speech. This is the reason why when government saw capacity in me and said, Dr. Branzoa, leave Makerere University, go and set your own public university in West Nile. It is because I went to school, I concentrated, I became literate. And by the way, there is no timeline. I want to challenge all the leaders here that we should have hotspots apart from the libraries, hotspots where our people can go and learn computing. Our people can learn computing irrespective of their ages. And once this has happened in some of the continents, in India, in Asia, one professor said, or a social scientist said, a computer center on a wall so that when the learners come, they would be able to teach each other, learn at their own space. After 1 month, these people started talking computer language. And moreover, here in West Nile, our children are very, very smart. You can tell how smart these children are. Had it not been because of the value of education, a number of things would have not taken place in this sub-region, because through bad history. But I do not want elders on our past history. Let us look forward. Let us move forward with the development of this region. Let us move forward through education. The development of this region will go higher. Two of us are here. This lady now in UNESCO here was my classmate, Dr. Edna. Can you come stand up? And she's also a Madi from my village, Metu. Hello. This is education. I am not being proud, but I am saying the first step you must make is education. You must make the step to put girls in education. You must make sure the girls and the boys are protected. And the children must be raised in a disciplined manner. I was a very disciplined person. That's why, despite poverty in my home, very many people came to pay my fees. If you look at my reports, I did not have a pass of, I was always number 1, 2, 3. Even when I came from Sudan and start examination, I was the only one who passed in my stream that year because of discipline and respect. So I urge the youth to be disciplined and respectful of their elders, of their parents. This is how we shall be able to pursue this dream which Dr. what the university has done. When government brings a university in a region such as Muni University, we must all clap because it demonstrates the goodwill and it shows hope for the future. When you now go through Asa River as Asa and stand on the Muni Hill, and I think this is the village, isn't it? When you stand at my university or our university, all the grass-touched parts are being replaced. Permanent. Why? Because the students now are resident in the community. And I want to thank our community. Our community has done us very proud. They have been very supportive of these students because we are a non-residential university. Right now, calls for applications are running on for those who qualify to apply to the university. And I want to appeal to my people, go to the university. That university is yours. We have even said, I think the members here will be very happy to hear this, that we have set a section for learners who are not university learners in the library, so that any of you can go there and do your research. The children who have nowhere to read, they should be able to go there and read in the library. This is how we shall hold each other accountable. But in terms of programs, we have programs such as Bachelor of Education, primary. This is now running. The Faculty of Education is now talking about these opportunities of adult literacy. We had only one faculty, Faculty of Technoscience. But I'm happy to say we are moving forward. We now have programs in adult, in primary education. The curricula for secondary education has been made. The curricula for postgraduate in education is approved. The curriculum for diploma, it has been now developed. We are getting programs in welding engineering, programs in agriculture, and many others. Therefore, this should give us opportunity to work together. And I'm a true believer in adult education because, as the previous speakers intimated, many of our people have been left behind. Many of our beautiful ladies are lagging behind. Not because they are not intelligent. They are very intelligent. So, let us work together. I invite you to at least start working with the Faculty of Education so that we can scale this community library. I was doing it quietly because I didn't know that I had allies. I've been trying together with a few friends to set libraries. We have set one in Germany. Because if we do not contain the youth, if we do not give them options, they say knowledge is in the book. In fact, if you came to my house, I will have no chair because my my house is full of books. Books have taken 3/4 of my space. And I usually want to watch whether you are picking something to read to improve your knowledge or not. And learning, healing, all these things we are talking about, education, health, agriculture, we shall in appreciating what has been given to us. Allow me to come home and congratulate Al-Qaeda rather, for this opportunity. This is not a minor undertaking. I want to congratulate Chairman, you and your team, for building a network, a very formidable network that can promote our vision and the growth of learning. By the way, the first American surgeon, neurosurgeon, Ben Carson, I don't know how many of you read his book, Gifted Hands. Ben Carson trained himself in neurosurgery by reading. He was skipping a lot of lectures. But he was able to educate himself, sit and read in the library, and he became the best African American neurosurgeon. Maybe now he's retired because I'm also old. But that's a typical case that, being literate is of very high level advantage. You, me, to our children, and for our future. Let me end by encouraging our mothers. My mother, at the time when she was taking me to school, said I did not go to school. I did not go to school not because I could not study. My mother was withdrawn from a school environment by her step brothers to be married to get dowry. This is why when I'm talking about the girl child's education, I'm very emphatic. When we look at that statistics, I will join Al-Qaeda, and we try to do a planning to reduce this percentage, and especially with a focus on the girls and our women. Because if we don't do it, nobody will come from another region. Nobody. And this is why people who sacrifice, like our elders who are here, the management of Al-Qaeda, we must congratulate you and hold hands. I'm going to give instructions to my education faculty to engage and work with you. And for me, I like to have targets. I like to have honesty. I like to work with integral people. I like speed. You saw the time I took here. So anything deviating from those value systems, drop out. But I can guarantee and I promise that we will work together. I want to thank all the partners who have joined our community style, and we shall all benefit. The country will benefit. The region will benefit. I plead and beg our leaders, let us not procrastinate too much. The war in this country here or this region ended long time ago. Isn't it? Your Excellency. The war ended in 2007. Yes. If we are going backward on history, we are putting roadblocks to our growth. Let us take the steps, even if it is baby steps. Baby steps. Every day you make positive steps, and you will see the cumulative effect. Cumulative effect, because negative attitude will not help. It will take us back. I want to congratulate also our people who graduated some time back, and I can see some of the graduates here. I want to declare that Moni University now has the postgraduate programs, especially in educational planning and management. Those who are in education can come for that. Moni University is also hosting the center, the loan scheme application center at what used to be our task force. This is to help this region, those who do not have computers, those who do not know how to access online application forms for the loan. We negotiated, and money has been created as a center. So that even if the children have been admitted in KIU, in Ibusitema, for private study or private scheme, and they are in need of the government loan scheme, they now have an office down here at the stadium, near the stadium, Arua Hill. There is a dedicated officer who will help with the application. The dedicated officer is being supported by higher education students loan board. That is a support system which should go for our communities, and I want to declare that nobody is supposed to give money to anybody. When there is a fee to be paid back, yeah, to pay it in the bank, because this is a service which you should be getting. And I want to urge that don't fear to apply for this loan, because the loan is payable after the children have completed. I plead with you parents to support the children. The 7% interest is only for recovery of, recovery of this money after 4 years. If a child studies a 3 years program, we expect such a child to start paying at the 4th year, except those who have mechanism. This is the best scheme that government has put in place, and we are working hard to support our people, and let's encourage each other. With all this, I wish to declare this important occasion, commemoration of International Literacy Day, in this place, Palm Tree Academy, open. I wish you a very good celebration for God and my country.
Thank you so much. Let us give another clap to the Honorable Chief Guest of Honor for those remarks and those challenging statements. Thank you so much, Guest of Honor, for opening this function. Guest of Honor, ladies and gentlemen, we have two activities that will take place concurrently. After the official opening by the Guest of Honor, we have tree planting. Tree planting by the following: we have 3 trees to be planted as symbolic. We have 1 tree to be planted by the Guest of Honor, and then 1 other tree to be planted by the Prime Minister of Lugbarakari, Honorable Right Honorable Ismail Tuku will plant 1 tree, and then another tree will be planted by the UNHCR representative who is here with us. And I will request as a short notice our chairman, COC, Mr. Wilfred Baba, the team who are going to plant the tree. So on the other side, continue to remain here because Arua Cultural Troupe is going to give another entertainment here as the Guest of Honor, the Prime Minister of Lugbarakari and UNHCR representative go to plant a tree on this symbolic, as a symbolic for this occasion. But before that, a few notices. I have an announcement for a book to buy to take literacy to another level. We have Lugbara English dictionary across there being sold at 20,000 shillings only. One of the difficult things for us